The iroko trees shifted their feet, roots crawled like sleeping snakes. By morning, footpaths were gone, compounds stood where roads used to be, and the ones the village treasured most were missing. They said no one warned them. They lied. Let me tell you the story of Akin. Akin was just a boy, too young to wear a masquerade, too small to speak in council, but the ancestors spoke to him anyway. The village of Ogunle sat beside an ancient forest, a forest older than names. The elders once knelt at the forest edge, spilling sacred water and whispering prayers to honor the spirits within the trees. They used to greet the trees by their praise names, but that was before hunger grew louder than respect. One night, Akin woke screaming. He said the drums were beating inside the trees, that faces were forming in the bark, that the forest was stretching after a long sleep. The elders laughed. Ha ha, children dream. Nonsense, they said. But Akin warned them again. The forest watches every step we take, and it will not forget, he cried. The ancestors are restless. They called him possessed. They took him to herbalists. They beat the fear out of him, but he didn't leave. Then the signs began. Hunters returned without shadows. Palm trees bled dark sap like old blood. At night, masquerade bells rang without masquerade. Still, the village feasted. During the new moon festival, when songs were loud and calabashes full, the earth trembled, roots tore free, the forest stood up. Trees walked without feet, paths twisted like frightened snakes. The forest swallowed the edge of the village. No screams, no struggle, just absence. By dawn, they were gone. The chief's daughter, whose laughter blessed the square, the midwives, whose hands welcomed life, the drummers, whose rhythm held memory. The heart of the village was gone. The people cried to the gods, they tore their clothes, and finally they turned to Akin, the boy who they all mocked. Akin spoke softly. The forest did not take them in anger. He said it took them as witnesses. That night, Akin entered the forest alone. No charm, no cutlass, only Opa Ase, a staff given by a forgotten elder. The trees opened a path. Deep inside, Akin met the Igbo Alaye, the living forest. It spoke in many voices: ancestors, animals, wind. We had a covenant with your people, it said. You broke it. It showed him visions, trees felled without prayer, shrines abandoned, children taught how to cut before being taught how to think. Akin knelt, his head bent low towards the earth. Punish us, he said, but do not erase us. Silence followed. Then the forest answered. They will return. The old forest responded, but the laws must breathe again. Every tree cut must be named. Every hunt must be shared. Every season, the forest must be greeted. By morning, they all returned. The missing ones walked out of the forest, quiet, changed, unharmed. The forest stepped back. The village transformed. The villagers honored the forest once more, offering water and prayers as the elders had long taught. Children learned forest praise names. Masquerades danced again, not for show, but for remembrance. Akin grew, but never became chief. He never wore crowns, but when the forest went silent, the elders asked him why. Not every messenger wears grey hair. Not every god lives in the sky. Some truths speak through children, some warnings rise from the soil. And when nature stands up, only those who listen will remain standing. This is the story of the boy they called mad until the forest proved him wise. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And thank you.